This memorable cruise continues as we choose our vantage point to transit the 5 ship locks of the Three Gorges Dam. These stages occur mostly during the night and is truly an awesome experience. The huge lock doors are immense, and we have barely inches to spare as we slowly creep through. With the coming of daylight, we visited the Three Gorges Dam and Hydroelectric Power Plant to view the current phase of this 17-year project. The power plant is driven by the world's largest turbines and has the generating capacity of 18 nuclear power plants. The reservoir is 372 miles long, and regardless of how you feel about the relocation of 1.5 million people, and the flooding of towns, villages and archaeological sites, it is truly an engineering wonder. After disembarking, we had lunch in a very special place. High up on the side of a gorge, we stepped back in time and had lunch in a cave, once again sampling some very unusual dishes that you won't find outside of China. Shanghai is China's largest and most dynamic city. With a population of more than 25 million, it is a global financial center and the world's busiest container port. One side of the waterfront is old colonial Shanghai, and the other is the symbol of modern China, all metal and glass skyscrapers, with ships and barges constantly moving between. Need to rent a bike? Just point your cell phone at it. Are you ready for the ride of your life? The Shanghai Tower is the world's second largest building at 127 stories. But we had to settle for the Jinmao Tower, with the observation deck on the 88th floor.
The tower. Wasn't up at the time.
Okay. It's supposed to have a red dot line.
88th floor.
And through the clouds, we still had a stunning view of Shanghai. This is the famed Shanghai Museum, a unique and inspiring piece of architecture. It is home to over 120,000 precious cultural relics of ancient China. This museum has 11 galleries and 3 exhibition halls spreading over 4 floors. This fabulous museum is celebrated the world over and includes priceless collections of costumes, masks, ceramics, bronze, and furniture. Next we visit Shanghai's trendiest destination. This complex of high-end bars and shops is in the traditional refurbished stone frame houses and is the first phase of an urban renewal project. It attracts busloads of domestic Chinese tourists, and Western visitors feel like they've never left home, and their frappuccinos are served with the friendliest of smiles and at the speed of light. And hip young Shanghainese flock to enjoy the good life. Traveling with World Spree is a first-class experience, and we enjoyed every minute of it. Silk production has a long and colourful history and is a lengthy process. It lies with one species, the blind flightless moth, which lays 500 eggs or more and dies soon after. From 1 ounce of eggs comes 30,000 worms, which will eat 1 ton of mulberry leaves and gain 10,000 times their weight. A room full of munching worms sounds like heavy rain falling on the roof. The cocoons they spin are dipped into hot water to loosen the tightly woven filaments. Each cocoon has a superfine filament 600 to 900 meters long, and 5 to 8 of these are twisted together to make one thread. And quite obviously, this place is a paradise for the ladies.
Oh my God!
On the way to Tongli, and before taking our gondola on the charming waterways, we were lucky enough to visit a courtyard mansion. Reminiscent of scenes from traditional Chinese paintings, we experienced the incredibly lavish lifestyle of its original residents. And it gave us a good idea of what life here must have been like in its heyday. And some simple arts have not been lost. Is a pretty little water town typical of the region, and we enjoyed a gondola ride along its canals and under its arched stone bridges.
Did you take a picture?
We bid farewell to Shanghai and take the maglev, the world's fastest magnetic levitation train, for our trip to Pudong International Airport. The maglev travels at a speed of 287 miles per hour and covers the 20-mile distance in less than 8 minutes.